Hey, how's it going, everybody? Well, I'm still around. I haven't made a video in a little over a week. I've been pretty sick. I'm glad to be back. This is gonna be my first collection update video of 2022. So thank y'all for stopping by. Come on in, have a seat. Welcome back to Pot's Movie Dungeon. We'll get started right after this. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get started here. Again, I'm glad to be back. It's been a rough week or so, but I am on the mend. I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can, just because I don't want to lose my voice. Throat still hurts a little bit, but I want to get on here. I was missing you guys. I want to get on here and make a video and kind of go over some things I picked up over the last couple weeks. These are some pre-orders that I had done before Christmas. That's some other random stuff I picked up. I have quite a few titles here I want to go over today. We're going to start off with the Steelbooks I've picked up. I got 4 Steelbooks. Now, the first one here is one that was released by Synapse Film back in December, and that is The Kindred. And this is the the slip cover. I'll show you the front and back of that. And really, really nice looking steelbook, guys. I am a fan of this movie. It had been years since I've seen it. But I really wanted to get this steelbook, whatever, because I heard great things about it. But this thing was pricey. I mean, I want to say this thing was in the $40 range, $45 range, maybe $49.99. It was up there in price. So I wasn't sure about grabbing it at first, just because of the price point. I was hoping it was going to come down, but I know it's a limited run, so I was afraid I was going to miss out. You know how that goes. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. There's the inside of it. And guys, I'm telling you, this is different than your average steelbook. This thing has some serious weight to it. But you get a nice booklet on the inside. And what's really cool, what Synapse does, is they also include one of their catalogs. And if you guys just want to see here, this is a catalog of like everything they have in their lines. So I hope that's a nice little touch, guys. But I'll show you guys the and again, you get a Blu-ray, you get a DVD, and you also get an original soundtrack with this, which is always a nice touch. But I'll take out these discs real fast and I'll show y'all the inside, because I know this thing here was one that everybody really had on the radar. And like I said, guys, if you haven't seen this movie, it's really a good movie. And I hadn't seen this, I think since theaters, at least the video rental days. It's been a long time. So guys, there's really not a whole lot of gore in this, so to speak. I mean, it's really just more of it's hard to explain. It's just there's a lot of slime. It's just, there's a lot of good practical effects, but it's not, for some people it may be a little slow of a movie, but to me it was a lot of fun. I had a good time revisiting this movie. But this movie here stars Rod Steiger and Kim Hunter. It was directed by Stephen Carpenter and Jeffrey Obro, if I'm saying that right. And guys, like I said, I'm going to go over the general specs of these movies. I'm not going to go deep into reviews on any of this stuff. For one, I don't know if my voice is going to hold up. So we're going to try to just go through the highlights and just basically show you what I picked up. This is just a collection update, guys. You know how it goes. But with this one here, you get a new 4K restoration of the unrated version of the film, a 5.1 stereo surround. There's no Dolby Atmos on this. And again, this was released by Synapse. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Synapse films, they don't release a lot of stuff. But the thing about it is what they do release, you don't have to worry about there being any problems. These guys put a lot of love and care in what they do release. So it's more of, with this company, it's more of quality over quantity, so to speak. But yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in this movie, I would highly recommend it. I got this a few weeks back, so I don't know if this thing's still available. I'm assuming it is. I would just go to Synapse's website, whatever, check it out. But yeah, I had a great time with this, guys, and I'm telling you, compared to an average steelbook, I mean, this thing has some considerable weight to it. It's a really solid release, guys. I'm very, very proud to have it. All right, moving on. And I can't talk that much about every video, guys. I'll never make it through. I'll never make it through this. But again, I appreciate you guys being here. All right, guys. Next up is a recent release that I got in a few days back, and this is the new. I think this was a Best Buy exclusive. Anyway, it's the Juice Steelbook. This might not have been a Best Buy exclusive. I don't remember, but anyway, the Juice Steelbook. There's the front, and there's the back. Make sure I already took the digital code out. I did, and you see the disc art is nothing to speak of. Just black there with the movie name on it. There's the inside. Guys, this is a great movie. It's one that I knew as soon as it was coming out on 4K, I was going to grab. Now, unfortunately, I have not had a chance to watch this yet, so I can't tell you anything about the transfer or anything like that. Well, guys, this is the 1992 release, and so it was celebrating its 30-year anniversary on this release here. This movie was directed by Ernest R. Dickerson. Sorry. Now, Ernest R. Dickerson, this was his directorial debut. He was a cinematographer for Spike Lee, and this was the first movie that he made, which I thought was kind of neat. This movie stars Omar Epps, Tupac Shakur, Jermaine Hopkins, and Khalil Kain, and also has a small role by Samuel L. Jackson and Queen Latifah. So this is back before Samuel L. Jackson was like a headline star. He always would pop up in these different movies. And this is one of those deals there for Samuel L. Jackson. But it has a great cast. The special features on this thing, now, I'll just say, this does not have a Dolby Atmos mix, which I was a little disappointed in. So this here, you're gonna get a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. It does have HDR, Dolby Vision, HDR10. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't do a Dolby Atmos mix on this. I do remember there being some gunplay. I haven't watched this since I got it in. I've seen it dozens of times, but it's been a while. But I think with just the music and the overall, the action scenes of the movie, I felt like that the Dolby Atmos would have been welcomed. Now, I have watched a couple reviews on this, and I've heard that the transfer is not great. Now, one review that I watched, I know that the gentleman that was doing the review has a medical condition, and he was saying that the flickering on this was so bad that it actually made him ill. So I don't know if it's that bad, or maybe it was a bad disc. I don't know. I've only really watched a couple reviews on this, and only the one gentleman, was saying how bad the transfer was. So I'm going to just pop it in and watch it this weekend sometime when I get a chance and just kind of make my own opinion. I'm hoping it's not that bad. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see, guys. If you guys have watched this, let me know down below what you thought about the transfer. Let me know if it's as bad as what I hear. But yeah, I'm glad to have the movie. I'm a big fan of this movie, guys. There's quite a few special features on this. The surviving cast, whatever, talks about what it was like to work with Tupac. They have some interviews with the cast back in the day. And so yeah, you're going to get some featurettes on this. You're going to get a pretty good amount of special features to be a big studio release. So yeah, guys, this Juice 4K, I really like the artwork on the Steelbook, and I'm glad to have this one. I hope. We'll see what the transfer looks like. All right. Next up, we have a movie that I know this is probably gonna lose some street cred for me, but I've never seen this. I don't know why exactly. It's one of those movies that always fell through the cracks. But I know when this was announced that it was coming out, that there was a lot of people excited for this. So my plan is later today, after shooting this video, is I'm going to watch this. But anyway, that is Requiem for a Dream. I'm really surprised that I've never seen this, guys. I am a fan of Jared Leto. And guys, I'll tell you, this Steelbook looks absolutely fantastic. This is another one of those Steelbooks that has the slipcover on it. I'm going to see if I can show that on camera there. So that's what you get with the Steelbook cover, the slipcover. And one thing I like about these slipcovers is that it shows all the specs on the back of the box, which I'm a fan of that. There's the back of the Steelbook, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up. There is disc art, but it's pretty dark. And I'll take these out so you guys can see the inside. And I know that when this was released, a lot of people were very excited about it, and I almost went ahead and watched it before I purchased it. But I said, I really like the way the Steelbook looked, and I'm gonna trust people. And I decided to do a blind buy on this one. And plus, like I said, I am a Jared Leto fan. But guys, this is a 2000 release. Guys, this have Dolby Vision HDR10, and you are getting a Dolby Atmos track with this. So that's always good news. Now this here was directed by Darren Aronofsky. Now I am a fan of his movie The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke. That was a great movie. And this movie here, of course, it stars Jared Leto, Ellen Burst, Jennifer Connelly, Marlon Wayans. So you got a pretty good cast here, guys. I'm very excited to see this. And it looks like it also has Mark Margolis. Now, I'm a fan of Mark Margolis. If you don't know who that is, he was the guy from Breaking Bad, the old dude in the wheelchair that rang the bell. I was a big fan of his from Breaking Bad. And I see him pop up in other movies since I've watched Breaking Bad. And it's amazing all the stuff he's been in. But anyway, Mark Margolis is in this. I'm excited to see that. So yeah, guys, the cast is solid. This is going to be something I'm going to watch this afternoon. So before y'all give me too much shit, whatever, just know that by the end of the day, I will have seen this. And if it's something that blows me away the way I'm kind of thinking it's going to, I may do a deeper dive on this, maybe do a deeper review. But yeah, guys, great looking Steelbook. That's what I'm very excited to watch. It's going to be the first one I look at today. All right, guys, the last Steelbook I picked up. Now, this movie here is a strange one for me. I'll go ahead and show you what it is, guys. Then we'll talk about it. Halloween Kills. Now, a lot of people wasn't a big fan of this Steelbook. I do agree with most. This should have been more of an orange than a red color or whatever. Just being Halloween. But it's not bad, guys. I mean, I like the artwork on the back, and it's not terrible. I don't have issues with this movie because of this Steelbook. You know, I don't mind the Steelbook so much. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. There's the inside. Nice shot of Jamie Lee there. But here's my thoughts on this movie, guys. And I'm going to keep this brief because I'm sure you guys heard 1,000 people talk about this. The first time I watched this movie, I went in as a really big fan of Halloween. I mean, look behind me here, guys. I'm a big fan of Halloween. And so I went into this. First time I watched it was on streaming, of course. And, you know, I went in with blind eyes. I went in as a fan. And I went in saying, okay, I'm going to love this. This is going to be good. And don't get me wrong, guys. There's things about this movie that I really like. The kills are great. Some of them are a little bit out of character for Michael Myers. But and some of the things Michael Myers does in this is really out of his character. But guys, the opening shot of him coming out of the fire and the scene with the firefighters, that was great. I loved it. And there's a few other things in the movie like that, guys, that I really enjoy. And this is definitely not my least favorite Halloween movie. But after rewatching it, and I'm kind of hearing everybody else talk about it, I went back to rewatch it. And guys, how many times do they say this in this movie?
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight! Evil dies tonight!
But now it needs to die.
It needs to die.
I mean, yeah, it got to the point where it was just like, it was cringy how much they said evil dies tonight. Or in various ways. And they had, at one point, there were people chanting evil dies tonight. And after watching it and seeing all that stuff, whatever, with a clear vision and not just going in as a fan, guys, there was a lot of things about this movie I didn't like. And it really pisses me off because, you know, I love the series so much. And I was a fan of Halloween 2018. I enjoyed 2018. I know a lot of people didn't, but I had no problems. Well, like I said, I had no problems. But I enjoyed 2018. I can watch 2018 on a rewatch and not sit there and just shake my head while I'm watching it. This movie here, and I'm a fan of Anthony Michael Hall. At least the child actor Anthony Michael Hall, I was a big fan of. And so I heard he was going to be in this. You know, I'm always kind of hoping he makes a resurgence. But guys, his resurgence ain't going to be this movie. I didn't like him in this movie at all. I didn't like the character. I didn't like the way he was written into. I don't know, guys. I'm not going to go into any more of a rant than that. But after a second rewatch of this movie, I like it a lot less than I did the first time I watched it. And I will watch it again, guys. I have a Halloween marathon at least every couple of years. And I will rewatch this movie. And I'm sure when Halloween Ends comes out, I'll go back and watch 18 and watch this one again. But guys, it could have been so much better. I'm gonna try to stay positive because I love the franchise so much, and I'm gonna focus on there's things about this I like. The kills are good. It's just the evil dies tonight shit. It drives me crazy. All right, enough about that, guys. Now this next one here really deserves its own video, but I got this in shortly after the holidays, and then we were busy building the shelf, and then I got sick, so I kind of missed my window on really doing a deep review on this. You can go on YouTube and find 100 people that did a review on this box already. So I'm not going to waste your time and do another one. Just want to show you guys that I picked it up. And that is Shawscope, the Volume 1. Now, guys, I didn't know a whole lot about this. But after watching some reviews and how great this box looks, I mean, guys, this box is solid. This box is heavy. I'll pull it out real fast to show you what it looks like. But I'm not going to go into details about it very much, guys. I'll keep this short. But there's the book right there. Now, this thing has 12 movies on it. I'll show you what the packaging looks like, guys. The packaging is just fantastic. I mean, every pack. This is all hard cardboard. I mean, this is solid, guys. But just give you an idea. So that's what you got there. Now, when I was down and out this last week, I have went and watched the first 4 movies out of this set. And guys, I have to tell you, this is a genre that, and these are all martial art films. Now, I didn't know a lot about what Shawscope was. I have done some research, and they have got a ton of films out there, guys. And I know they've already announced a Volume 2 to this set. But I can tell you right now, the first 4 that I've watched, I've really enjoyed. Now, they do have the option to watch this either in the native language, which I think the first 4 I've watched have been in Cantonese, or you can watch it with English dub titles, English and dubbed in English. But I chose to just read and not and do it in the native language and not do the dubbed English, whatever. And that's been fine, guys. I have no problem with subtitles. I keep subtitles on most things I watch anyway. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this, guys. I don't know if I showed you the back or not. There's the back. And this is what pops up when every Shawscope film, whenever you see that pops up. I have no idea what that says. I'm assuming it says Shawscope. But yeah, guys, I'm super happy to have this. I'm excited to check out the rest of the films. So if you guys haven't picked this up, if you're on the fence, I'm gonna let you know it's a solid release. And I'm very excited to have this one, and very excited to see what comes out in Volume 2. And guys, if I seem a little out of it, I do apologize. And yeah, I'm not 100%. Really miss making videos with you guys, and I was just like, man, I gotta make a video, but I can hardly talk. And so I just couldn't do it, guys. But I'm excited to be here, and hopefully I'm on the up and up after this, and we can continue to do it, at least my 2 videos a week I was averaging. All right, guys. And guys, again, what do you think about the background? I'm still very excited about this background, guys. If you hadn't seen the making of this cabinet, whatever, go back and look at my last video, and we kind of go through the steps, whatever, on my buddy and my son and my wife that helped me build this cabinet behind me here. And I'm still working on these center shelves. Kind of a funny story. You can't really see because the lighting back there kind of sucks, whatever. I'll turn on the lights just for a minute so you guys can see it, if that's any better. Anyway, I got my NECA figures. On the very top up there is my Friday the 13th set, and I got 7 of the Jasons, but there's only 6 Jasons up there right now. And the reason why that is we've been having a hard time, me and my wife, we've been having a hard time getting those NECA figures to stand up. Now, these are the first NECA figures I've ever owned, and I got a few others I hadn't displayed yet. But we're having a hard time getting them to stand up. Yeah, we can get them to stand up, but randomly they just fall. But when I had my half shelves, it wasn't a big deal if they fell because they only fall in 2 or 3 feet, 4 feet. But now, up there, I want to say is 10 or 11 feet. And so when they fall now, it's a nosedive. And we had Jason Part 7, I believe it was. He did a nosedive and broke his foot off. Now, the feet kind of pop in and out, but this broke the stick that holds his foot. It broke it. And so now he's in the ICU over there with super glue. Hopefully we can get his foot back on. But guys, if you have any suggestions on how to make these damn things stand up, I bought the NECA stands, the little black round stands with a foot peg. I bought those, and they still don't seem to work. I mean, they work for the most part, but I still have figures fall over. I mean, when I came in this morning to start filming this video, Ash made a nosedive. And luckily nothing broke on Ash, whatever, but other than his gun falling off. But, these things are not really cheap. And so I didn't want to break any more off. And, these things fall in 10 feet. I do have carpet in here, but I just didn't want to break nothing off. We bought this, I don't know what you call this, like some kind of putty stuff, whatever, that we put down on the shelf to kind of stick them on, but that's not really working. So we're still working on how to get these things to stand up right, guys. I know it's probably something very simple that I'm overlooking. But you guys can see I got some still standing up there right now. But at any time, any of them could take a dive to their death. Who knows? So that's something I'm working on, guys. Sidetracked. But the center shelves is something I'm going to switch out, randomly, as time goes on. You see I got my Freddy glove unboxed there. I'm very happy to have that. I got my signed Tom Atkins poster I got from Side Hustle Cinema. Thank you again. And I got my Quint NECA figure over here. And you see that Jaws thing behind him is a Jaws puzzle that my buddy Brad from Instagram sent me. When I bought a movie from him, he was nice enough to include that Jaws poster. So yeah, very happy to have that, guys. And of course, I got my Back to the Future stuff on the bottom shelf there with my signed Michael J. Fox NECA, or my signed Michael J. Fox Funko Pop. So guys, the shelf on the back is still in progress. I still want to get some lights back there so you can see everything. But I'm very proud about the shelf back there, guys. Just wanted to touch about that. Like I said, if you want to see how that was built, go and watch my last video, and you guys can see some more details on that. All right, we're moving on, guys. I'm going to end up losing my voice if I don't hurry up and finish this up, guys. I apologize. Like I said, I ain't made a video in a while. I was missing you guys, and I was excited about making this. And I'm going to put Ash down now. I'll worry about him later. All right. This next thing I got, now if you guys aren't aware, Vinegar Syndrome on New Year's Eve, they had announced whatever that they had found some old stock of VSAs. Now the VSAs is the line that they do. If you guys are not aware, on the spine they're hand numbered. I want to say most of them have maybe 2,000 copies that they do. It's like a special line. VSA I think stands for Vinegar Syndrome Archive. Anyway, they announced some of the rare older titles that have been out of print for a while that go for a lot of money. They had announced that they had found some extra stock, whatever, and they were going to release the extra stock, whatever, for first come, first serve. So at midnight at 12:01, I was on the site, refreshing it, ready to go. And I went in there as fast as I could. There were 6 VSAs they had that I needed. And I added all 6 of them to the cart. And went to check out as fast as I could. And before I could check out, I literally could see on my screen saying out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And I was only able to grab 2 of the 6. Now, I think the two of the 6 that I got were the ones that were the least valuable now that they're out of print. So that kind of sucks. Because there was a couple on there that I really wanted that kind of go for big money that I'll probably never get now. But anyway, I'll show you the ones that I did pick up, guys. I was able to pick up Hell Riders. And this is one that I have been wanting for a while, so I'm very happy to have this. And you see on this, instead of having the number spine, you just have the black line across there. Guys, these VSAs are awesome. They have the bottom loading. They're bottom loaded like that. Hard cardboard. And I haven't even opened this yet, guys. Like I said, it came in a few days ago, whatever, and it's just been sitting back there in my stack ready to do this video. And I'm not going to open it right here, guys. But I mean, the inside is just reversible artwork. I'm not going to go too deep into these. But yeah, I'm excited to have this. This is VSA's number 5. So this is number 5 in the line. Been out of print since I've been collecting this shit, whatever. So I'm glad to have that. Now this other one actually went out of print last year. And I should have grabbed it before it went out of print. But I kind of slept on it and kind of missed out. And it kind of went out of stock with me realizing it. This is VSA number 9. And this is Necromancer. And I had a chance to grab this, even after it went out of stock on Vinegar Syndrome. Places like Grindhouse Video still had some in stock, and I just never grabbed it. But I got it now, guys. I was able to get it to that New Year's Eve thing they did. It's hard to slide out. All these come with a nice poster, guys. Anyway, you guys know what a poster looks like. I'm not going to show that. But yeah, there's the front and back of this one here. Yeah, I'm excited to have both of these guys. One day maybe I'll have all the VSAs. I got quite a few of them now. I think I have maybe 5 or 6 that I still need to grab. But unfortunately, those 5 or 6 that I need to grab are the ones that are pretty much out of reach. Unless you want to break the bank, which I'm not willing to do that for these movies. So maybe one day I'll get lucky and they'll have another one of these sales or whatever. But yeah, glad to have those guys. All right. Now this next group of movies is a line that I just started to collect from. I've had my eye on them for a while. And when this one movie got released, I decided, okay, it's time for me to go ahead and jump in and try one of these releases and see what I think. Now, this is an Australian-based company named Imprint. Now, I'm big on packaging, guys. You guys probably know by now, and I can tell you the packaging on these movies here are really fantastic. The one thing I like about them, I'll just show you the first movie, then we'll talk about it, guys. This was the movie when they released this. I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. They have quite a few movies on the line that I'm interested in. And there is a website here called Orbit DVD, because these are from Australia. But Orbit DVD will get these in. You can buy them from the website, and you don't have to start paying the crazy shipping. Because, I mean, to get these from Imprint over in Australia, the shipping's like $40-something. It's crazy. So I wasn't going to get these from Imprint, but as soon as I seen that Orbit carried them, I said, okay, when Orbit puts them in stock, I'll just grab the ones that I want. But the first one that I had to have, guys, was the Bad News Bears. This is the original Walter Matthau. Now, I grew up on this movie. I've seen it a gazillion times. And it's just a fantastic movie, guys. But what I really like about this company here, of course, they have a number on the spine. This is number 31. But here at the top, if you see, it says 1976. You have the Imprint logo, and then you have the year of the movie. Just a nice little touch. Looks really good on the shelf, guys. There's the spine. I'll put doing that right. There's the spine of the movie. And the box isn't the hard plastic, whatever, but it's a pretty solid box. There's the inside artwork. Not a whole lot of special features on this at all, guys. Really none. You get audio commentary. You get a theatrical trailer. That's really about it. But there's the inside, guys. Nice artwork on the inside. There's the disc art. But still, I mean, I'm really happy with the transfer on these movies. And I think the boxes look really good on the shelf when you have them lined up next to each other. So yeah, I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of the line, guys. I'm probably going to try to get more. They have about 108 releases now. The way they do it is kind of like what Vinegar Syndrome does. Every month they'll come out with a batch of movies, 4 or 5 movies, whatever. And you can either buy them individually or you can buy like the bundle. Now the bundles are going to cost you, I want to say around 150, 170, 140 bucks, somewhere on that line to get all of them. But I'm sure you get some kind of a break by getting the bundle. This is probably not a line that I'll collect all of them, guys. These are not cheap. I want to say these go for If memory serves, these go for $30-something a piece. So I'm just going to pick and choose a few of these that I do want, movies that I like. This will definitely not be a line that I get all of them in. And usually when the spine, they have a number on the spine, I'm guilty of doing that. But with this line here, that's not going to be the case.
I'm going to have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
But guys, a couple interesting things about this movie when I was doing some research on it. This was directed by a guy named Michael Ritchie. Now, Michael Ritchie, no relation to Guy Ritchie. I looked that up because I thought that would have been interesting if this would have been Guy Ritchie's dad by chance. But he did some other movies you guys probably heard of. The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy, The Island, Fletch, Cool Runnings. He was a writer for Cool Runnings, but he directed Fletch, The Island, Golden Child. So he's got a pretty good filmography. He died back in 2001, so he's been going for a pretty good while, guys. But this here, anybody that's my age or close to my age, I'm sure grew up on this movie here. They had a few sequels to this, and they had Billy Bob Thornton did a remake, I think, in 2001, somewhere around there. The remake was great, by the way. But this here is an absolute classic, guys. And also, one other thing about this you guys may not be aware of is this starred a very young Jackie Earle Haley. Now, Jackie Earle Haley, whatever, in this movie he was playing a kid, maybe 12, 13 years old, just like a little punk kid. But Jackie Earle Haley is the one that played Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Put that right up there. And when I heard that Jackie Earle Haley was going to be the new Freddy Krueger, I said, damn, he looked familiar. And I went and researched and remembered him from this movie as a kid. So I thought that was kind of wild. They picked Jackie Earle Haley, which hadn't really done a whole lot that I was aware of. And I knew him from this. And which I'm sure he's done other stuff. But when I seen he was going to be the new Freddy Krueger, I thought that was kind of wild. All right, guys. Maybe more information that you cared about. But I'm a big fan of that movie, guys. Hopefully you guys are too. If not, I'd recommend you check it out. All right. The next thing that I picked up, guys, was another Imprint title. And great movie starring Sean Penn, Christopher Penn, and Christopher Walken. And that's At Close Range. And this came out in 1986 and it's spine number 25. Nice slide out box. There's your artwork, guys. And there's no reversible artwork on this here. There's your disc art. And you'll see the inside artwork there. But basically, this movie here, I haven't seen it in years, but I have seen it quite a few times. Christopher Walken plays Sean Penn's dad in this movie. And Christopher Penn and Sean Penn, of course, brothers in real life, play brothers in this. And Christopher Walken is kind of what I remember, he's some kind of a crime boss or a real slimy guy, whatever, and he's their dad. And so this is just kind of the story of Sean Penn and Christopher Penn kind of being under their dad being kind of a bad dude. And it's a very intense movie, guys. Now, guys, I'm not familiar with this audio format on this movie here. It says it has LPCM 2.0 under the audio. You guys help me out. I have no idea what that is. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, it just says resolution 1080p and audio LPCM 2.0. So you guys that are more knowledgeable than I am can let me know. But I haven't watched this one yet, so I'm going to watch it soon. But I got seen it a bunch, and I would think the other Imprint titles that I have seen, that this one here is going to be great. It's going to be fun. And again, guys, packaging, big fan. All right, next title I got from Imprint, and this is spine number 35, and this is Let It Ride with Richard Dreyfuss. I'll show you the spine there. Again, this is spine number 35. And again, you got the year up there. This is 1989. Got another great movie. You Chucky fans out there, it's got Meg Tilly in it. And of course, Richard Dreyfuss, whatever. Huge Jaws fan. I've always been a Richard Dreyfuss fan. He's just great in everything he's in. That's the original poster. That's what I remember seeing back in the day. Guys, seen this in theaters. Always been a big fan of this movie here. It's just a lot of fun. I mean, I could go back and rewatch this pretty much at any time and just have a good time with it. So guys, if you guys take anything away from most of these titles I'm going to show you, if you haven't seen this, give it a watch. It's a crazy ass movie. It's a lot of fun. He's basically he's a gambling addict, whatever, the best on horse racing, and it's just all the antics of him trying to win at horse racing. It's Richard Dreyfuss at some of his best work. I really enjoy it. All right, this next movie here is an absolute classic, guys. It's one of my favorite Jack Nicholson performances. Well, let me make sure I'm clear on that. Jack Nicholson has a lot of good movies that I enjoy. This is one of his movies that I enjoy. I'm not going to try to sit here and rank my Jack Nicholson movies, but this is a movie that I've always been a big fan of. And it's hard to really say with Jack Nicholson. He's that kind of actor. You can't say this is my favorite Jack Nicholson performance because he's so good in everything he does. So I'm just going to say this is one of his movies that I really enjoy. How about that? All right, but that's as good as it gets. And this is from 1997. This is spine number 65. So when I seen that the imprint had this, I wanted to go ahead and grab it. There's the inside artwork, guys. Living legend right there. I'm a huge Jack Nicholson fan. I'm gonna show you the disc art. I'll show you the inside here because guys, if you hadn't seen this movie here, you got to check it out. Stars Greg Kinnear, Jack Nicholson, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Helen Hunt. Guys, great cast. They play well off each other. I have nothing but good things to say about this movie. And also stars Skeet Ulrich, whatever, of course, was the, spoiler alert, the killer from Scream 1. But yeah, guys, great cast. Yeah, check this out, guys. But guys, another interesting fact is Skeet Ulrich from Scream is in this as well. A young role for him. So guys, great cast, and this is also the only movie that Greg Kinnear was nominated for an Oscar. I don't think he won, but he was nominated. But guys, if you do watch this, keep your eye out for some pretty famous people that make cameos or have small roles. Harold Ramis is in this. Shane Black, Yardley Smith, whatever, which is the voice of Lisa Simpson. She has a role in this as like his personal assistant, accountant, something like that. Guys, the cast of this movie it's just second to none, guys. I could go on and on about this movie. I absolutely love it. But guys, that rounds up my last imprint title for this collection update. You will be seeing some more of these. I'm becoming a fan of this label quite a bit. All right, so next up we have a couple of Scream Factory releases that I picked up, and both of these are going to be their back catalog titles of the non-collector's editions. You know, I call these I call them standalone editions. That's what Johnny Walker called them when I first started collecting these. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to call these, but standalone Scream Factory releases. If I say that, it's a release by Scream Factory that's not a collector's edition. This one here is one that I actually found on Orbit DVD when I was placing an order for the imprint titles. And this is one I believe originally came with a slip. I'm not sure, but it's an IFC Midnight title. And most of the IFC Midnights that are released by Scream Factory do come with a slip. But this one did not. This is Dark Summer. And I've never seen this movie, but the synopsis on it sounds pretty good. I mean, that's going to be your special features there on the back, on the red. I'm not going to go through all that. But you basically have a kid that does some cyberbullying or cyber stalking. And he ends up getting in trouble and put on house arrest. His mom goes out of town. He decides to reach back out to the person he was bullying. And come to find out there's some dark presence now involved. And he's stuck in his house and can't leave. And he's dealing with that now. That's the general plot of the movie. I don't recognize any of the cast. I've never seen it, guys. But the plot alone makes it something I'm interested in. Let me know below if you guys have seen that. But yeah, I'm trying to get all these movies, guys. I'm not going to say it again. You guys know that. And I can mark this one off my list. So glad to have it, guys. This next one here is one of the ones that I kind of had dog-eared because even some of the out-of-print titles you can still find for a fairly reasonable price. But there's a handful of these titles that go out of print. For some reason, they go to astronomical prices. So this is one of those movies, but I was able to find this for a really good deal. I made an offer on eBay, and the guy accepted it. And that is From a Whisper to a Scream. And this is an anthology movie hosted by Vincent Price. There's the back there. And I heard this was a really great anthology movie. I've never seen it. But if you guys look at the, I'll show you the reversible artwork here. It also goes by the name The Offspring. So, yeah. All I know, guys, it's an anthology movie hosted by Vincent Price. Don't need anything more than that. But I am super excited to check this out, guys. I'm a sucker for a good horror anthology movie. But that is all I picked up in this collection update from Scream Factory. Now, everything else I'm going to show you here, guys, if you guys watch one of my previous videos, and I'll try to link it down below as well, and I'll pop it up here. But I've been trying to collect all the MVD Rewinds. I got quite a few of them in that last collection update that I did. But I got a pretty good amount here. I got 7 titles, and I'm just going to go through them real fast, guys. This is the line that there haven't been a whole lot of releases. I want to say they're up to 36, and I think 37 and 38 have been announced. And I have those pre-ordered. But I'm just going to go through these real fast, guys. But I'm sure most of you guys have seen these 100 times. But the first one here is spine number 4, and that is Savannah Smiles. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, this guy has a Freddy glove in the background, Halloween fan. What the hell is he doing with the Savannah Smiles? Well, guys, for one, it was in the MVD line. But I grew up on this movie here. This is one of my earliest memories of going to a theater or whatever to see a movie. Not my first movie, but back in the day when I was a young kid, whatever, I remember seeing this in theaters and just loved this movie. Now, this girl here had kind of a tragic life, I found out later. I want to say around 21, she ended up dying of a drug overdose. Real terrible, but she's a great child actress in this. She did a great job. And this isn't so much of a kids movie as you might think. I mean, this is a comedy, but there's also some drama involved. I mean, she gets kidnapped by these two guys here on the box. It's a great movie, guys. Like I said, I haven't seen it in probably 30 plus years. Hopefully it holds up. You know how it is when you see a movie as a kid that you love and you rewatch it as an adult. You get past the nostalgia. Maybe you see it's not that great of a movie. But I remember this being a lot of fun, guys. If you guys have seen this, give me your thoughts on it. And this is one that I'm going to be watching soon. But, you guys know all these MVD titles. That's what you get on the inside there. It's like you have a DVD and a Blu-ray. Of course, it comes with a poster. I'm not going to bore you guys by showing you all that. Y'all seen these before. No reversible artwork, guys. But I'm very happy to have this. This is one of the ones that kind of got my attention. Just because I've never owned it on physical media, I don't believe. Maybe a VCR tape way back in the day. But to my knowledge, this is the first time that several was released on Blu-ray. But Savannah Smiles, guys. Don't judge it, by the name or the cover. Check this out. I remember this being a pretty fun movie. All right, the next one up is actually number 1 in the line, and I had to actually get this one off of eBay because I wanted the slipcover. And this is Spine number 1, and this is DOA, A Rite of Passage. Now I think this is like a documentary type movie for the band the Sex Pistols. And past that, guys, I don't know anything about it. I did show this to a buddy of mine. There's all the special features on the back. And he said he's seen it. He said it was a good time. He said it was actually a pretty good documentary. So, yeah, excited to check that one out, guys. That's number 1. Now, this next one up, I showed you that Shawscope box. And I noticed the very first movie in that box set, there was a very small role for Bolo Young. Now, if you guys ain't familiar with Bolo Young, whatever, he was in a lot of martial art movies. I seen him back in the day. I was introduced to him through Double Impact. I think the first thing I ever seen with him was Double Impact, and he was the bad guy in Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme. But I was watching I want to say it was King Boxer. It was the first movie in the Shawscope box, and I noticed the guy. This was 1972. A guy that looked familiar. I looked it up, whatever, and come to find out it was like Bolo Young's 4th movie he's ever done. So I thought that was kind of neat. He was a lot younger, obviously. Still a big dude, but I'm sure you guys have recognized this guy from some movies, even if you didn't know his name. But this is a double feature that they put out through MVD. And these are 2 movies I've never seen. I'm sure they're cheesy as hell, but probably a good time with him in it. Blood Fight and Ironheart. So you got a nice little double feature there, guys. And this is Spine number 23. Now this next one here is one that it's been a long time since I've seen this movie, but I have seen it and I do remember enjoying this movie. And this is Mortuary. So nice slip there. This is Spine number 28. Yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. I haven't watched it on this line. I probably hadn't seen this since the VHS days. It's been a long time, but yeah, I do remember enjoying this movie, guys. It's been a while. All right, that's Spine number 28. And if I had to sit here and tell you about that movie right now, I probably couldn't because it's been a pretty good while since I've seen it. But I do have a memory of watching it. Now, this next movie, that being said, I've never seen, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of this artwork. But this is a blind buy, guys. It's Spine number 31, and that is The Dark. This movie may be fantastic, guys. Please feel free to comment below if you guys have seen this. There's the front and the back. You do get some special features on this here. I got my glasses on, so I can't hardly read that, guys. But I know you can't see that, whatever. But you guys can look that up. And you get some reversible artwork on this here, but not a big fan of it because I guess you would call this reversible artwork. I mean, that's the artwork, and that's the other side. So I don't know if that's the reversible artwork or just like inside art. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it on the first one there. But yeah, of course you get the poster, plain disc. MVD's not going to blow anybody away with their packaging. The only thing I can say about them is they do have this retro stuff on the box. You see the little stickers there from back in the video store days. So it gives you a feel, of kind of owning, or renting some of these movies back in the day, which I'm a big fan of. Now, these next 2 movies here are some of their newer releases. This is Spine number 35 and 36. Jack Frost 1 and 2. Now, I had Jack Frost do Vinegar Syndrome. They have a really nice release with a nice venticular slipcover. But I wanted to go ahead and grab this just because I was so close to completing the line. And I never owned Jack Frost 2. And so I kind of wanted to have both of these, they kind of matched. Now, I wish I could have got these before the holidays was over, but I will probably just save and watch these next year for the holidays. Jack Frost is a lot of fun. I've never seen Jack Frost 2, so I don't know anything about it. I expect it not to be great, but yeah, there's the inside for Jack Frost. And let's see. Yeah, we get some reversible art for, there's Jack Frost 2. And I'll show you guys the reverse on that. So that's the cool little poster there. I'm going to flip that around. Or cool little reversible artwork. I'm going to flip that around. Jack Frost 1 and 2 are the last two ones that have been released. Like I said, they have announced a couple ones that are coming out, whatever. I already got those pre-ordered. So you'll probably be seeing those in a future update video. But guys, I ain't gonna lie to you, my throat's hurting. I've kind of struggled the last part of this video. Thank you guys that are still watching. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. But that's what I got, guys. That's my collection haul. A pretty good amount of stuff. I should be back here soon. I'm starting to feel much better. I'm trying to get back to doing my average 2 videos a week. I have some ideas for the Pops Tops, whatever. I'm working on episode 2. I'm hoping to have that up in the next week or so. So look, I love a top 10 video, guys. If you guys are not familiar, I have a new line out called Pops Tops. I only have 1 episode out, but I did a top 10 boutique titles of 2021. So guys, please feel free to go and check that out. I'll try to link it below as well. I think that's all I got, guys. I'm gonna go rest. I'm gonna try to get back to good again, so I can get back to work. Guys, thank y'all for watching, and I will be back soon. Have a great weekend. Hope you guys watch some great movies. Be safe, and I will see you soon.